my name is Brie. This is my van. Her name is Patricia. We're gonna enter the kitchen and the bedroom and the living room. So it does have a little fridge in here. And this is powered by the battery that goes to the inverter that goes to the fridge. That is charged by the solar and by the car battery when it's driving. So it's pretty packed in here, but you know, you got your essentials. Obviously some dog food. There's no stove in here. So I have a couple camping stoves. Yeah, this one has a couple burners, just a regular camping stove, and that one is a grill. And all of your pots and pans, even got a rice cooker. There's a little pump sink as well, just to have a bit of water. The sink is a 20-liter jug, and then you just press this and water comes out into the sink, and it just drains right out down to the ground. So it's perfect for a little hand wash or just to wash some dishes. So here's my little pantry. Yeah, all of the cutlery. We got spices over here, cutting boards. Oh, this is actually pretty cool. I went camping at a logging site the other weekend and I found this piece of driftwood, and like, look at how perfect it is. It even fits a candle. So that's my nice little treasure that I found. Yeah, all of my sauces that don't actually need to go in the fridge because the fridge is super small. Any dry food like pasta, coffee, cups. So this is another storage area. This is all the cleaning supplies under here. Just all of the bathroom supplies and toilet paper and paper towel and things under there. These are my lights. They're just lights off Amazon, like the sticky lights, the strip lights. And we just did the whole roof. And then it just plugs directly into the inverter. And yeah, they're very bright though. And they do actually draw a lot of power. So if we're ever like running low on power, I do have these battery powered twinkle lights, like these and these. And yeah, they light up the van pretty good as well, especially when we're running low. So this is my dog Frankie, she's my travel buddy. My bed frame is just made out of plywood. Very simple. And then this is just a piece of foam. And then twin sheets kind of fit it, sort of. So, you know, just like get them on and shove it under. The van is insulated with Reflectix, which is like a bubble wrap reflective sort of thing here. There's also sheets of it cut out to insulate the windows for some privacy, but also to keep the cold or the heat in or out during the day. It's been pretty cozy so far, but it's been pretty chilly. So I'm a little bit scared about the summer months, how hot it's gonna be. But we do have a fan. So you just turn it on. And that's our source of air conditioning. And that's also powered by the battery and the inverter. Here's where I keep all of my clothes. So we have this drawer, which is pretty long, and this is most of my clothes, bottoms and tops. We also have a little platform here for cooking that you can put a camping stove on. It's a bit dusty, and yeah, cook out here. And then yeah, I just got some more clothes and some floaties and summer items back there. All of my camping and backpacking and adventure materials are under there. So it's kind of a disaster up here, but that's really the challenging thing about living in a van, is like things are either in the back on the bed or in the front seat, because there's really not much storage at all. So it's whichever space you're utilizing, you kind of got to keep it free. Yeah, so these are the things that go on the window for privacy or insulation. And there's one for all three windows. This is where I keep all of my dry food that does not need to be in the fridge. It's not very glamorous, but it works and it's low budget, so that's the goal here. I have all of my weights and things kept there because I'm kind of a freak about working out, so that was something that is super important to me, and I really had to bring it on my trip to keep me sane. Yeah, the dog bed, more storage. Yeah.
This video is brought to you by NordPass. NordPass is a password managing service. What it does is it saves all of your passwords and allows you to autofill very simply and easily. It can also generate unique and complex passwords for you to use so that you don't have to remember these complex passwords. NordPass also has a feature that monitors the health of your passwords and lets you know of any data breaches. It's much safer than web browsers saving your passwords, and your passwords are encrypted within NordPass, and even their team doesn't have access to your passwords. As a documentary filmmaker and YouTube creator, I have to have accounts all over the internet, and I used to use complex passwords for them and have to try to remember these and write them down, and it just wasn't very secure. So now I get to use NordPass, and it's so easy. And NordPass is actually offering you a special discount for all of my viewers, 1 month free on their plans using the code differentmedia or using the link in the description, which is nordpass.com/differentmedia. Now back to this episode of Alternative Dwellings.
The reason why I live in a van, so that is a very loaded question for me. So about a year ago, I got myself out of a very bad relationship that I was stuck in for way too long. And I had a lot of restrictions and rules I had to follow, and like any emotionally abusive relationship, you really lose yourself. And when I got myself out of that, it was like this exhilarating freedom that I had not felt in a very, very long time. So it was awesome, and I'm so glad that I'm out, and it just really inspired me to just do something adventurous, do something crazy. So I'm in vet school. I'm a 4th year vet student, and during your 4th year, during the summer, you can do rotation wherever you want. So I decided to come to BC and live that West Coast lifestyle, but you're rotating, so you're spending a week here, a week here, a week here, and I was gonna have to do Airbnbs, and it was gonna be so expensive. And I'm the kind of person, if I have a dream or an idea that I'm really motivated to achieve, I'm gonna do it, and I don't really care what it takes or what I have to do, like I'm gonna do it. And I'm a big dreamer, so I'm constantly chasing and leading myself in different directions. So when I started looking into potentially a motorhome or a van, then I found this van on Kijiji for about $8,000, which was going to be the cost of rent for the summer. And this way I have something, I can potentially sell it after, and yeah, hopefully save a bit of money, but also have a sick adventure at the same time. The biggest benefits of van life are the freedom. You can literally go wherever you want, and okay, my favorite thing is that you never have to pack, ever, because you have everything with you. And like whenever you go somewhere, you go away for the weekend, you're always forgetting something. But like I have everything here. I got my girl, all my clothes, all my supplies. So that is like the most convenient thing for sure. So the trip has actually been pretty challenging so far, because I'm currently doing rotation in a city. So I'm really struggling on places to park the van without getting caught or bothered or kicked out. I also got my catalytic converters stolen, which apparently is a big issue in BC. But I had never heard of that before. Like, I'm from Ontario, you know. Maybe it's an issue there too, but and I'm waiting for insurance, and it's this whole ordeal. And the car is so loud without the cat converters. And then I was staying at a campground, and the campground flooded. So then I got kicked out of there. And then yeah, I'm currently just going park to park, seeing where I'm getting kicked out of, where can I stay for a night or two. Yeah, so just really finding a good place to stay is really hard. The biggest piece of advice I would give to anyone that's thinking about starting van life is just go for it. Like, I was so nervous, I was so hesitant, and I was like, you know what? I don't even care. I've overcome so many hurdles in the past year. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna go for it. And it has not been without challenge, but it has just been so awesome. And it has really allowed me to grow as a person, and really has allowed me to practice my problem-solving skills. And yeah, just keep a positive mind. because it can definitely get tricky at times. Like even example for today, it's raining, and like where are you gonna go? Like you have nowhere to go. You just have to have a good time in your van, on your bed, snuggling with your pup, you know? Yeah, just go for it, stay positive, and roll with the punches. And so what I've learned about myself from living in a van is that it can be really hard to be resilient all the time, but when you really try and stay positive and set your mind to what you're doing and try to not let anything get in your way, you can really achieve some great goals and have a really good time while doing it. So I have really learned how to practice resiliency skills living in the van because I've had so many bumps in the road along the way. I also learned that I need to be in the outdoors like all of the time and that I really want to move to BC after school for sure. My personal philosophy on life is dream big and try really hard to make those dreams come true. Don't let anything get in your way. I had a really hard time getting into vet school, but it was something I was doing, and it did not matter what it took for me to get there, I was doing it. And then I got into vet school, and now I'm pursuing my absolute dream profession. It took a lot of planning and almost like dreaming and getting for me to get myself out of that relationship. But I really, I had to set my mind to it. It took years for me to actually get myself out. But that was a goal that I wanted to achieve, and I achieved it. Yeah, dream big and just achieve your goals. The most common question that I get is, where do you shower and where do you go to the bathroom? So bathrooms are pretty easy. There's like McDonald's, Tim Hortons everywhere, but showers have actually been a little bit more challenging. Community centers, Overlander, the app, has locations to shower on there. I have been doing a lot of baby wipes when I'm stuck. It definitely is one of the biggest challenges. I do have my shower bag as well, but it's been a little bit chilly, so I'm not that big of a social media user, but I do post a little bit about my van on my Instagram page, and it's Mother of Pitties with 2 underscores because I have 2 pit bulls. This is one of them. Her name is Frankie. My other girl is at home with my parents because she has bad orthopedic disease and she just could not keep up with the mountain lifestyle this summer.
If you would like to be featured on different media, there's a form you can fill out to be on the podcast or to have your van toured. And if you're interested in watching more alternative dwelling tours like this, we upload every single Sunday. So hit subscribe, and new Van Life and Chill podcasts every Thursday. Thanks everyone for watching.